Hey guys, hope you had a good weekend and a good Easter holiday. We are looking this week at local government, and we're starting off by talking about counties and townships. So I'm sure everyone's familiar, but counties, guys, they are usually the largest form of local government. Governments, uh, they have a county seat, this type of government does. Which is kind of like the state capital. Obviously, Johnson is our county seat for Stanton County. Um, and then their offices, as I'm sure you guys also know, are located at the courthouse. And then usually you have the government governed by a board as well as day-to-day elected officials. So this would include, for example, the county treasurer, county clerk, people like that. Okay. Forms of city governments. So you have three basic forms of city governments, guys. You have mayor-council governments, you have commission governments, and you have council-manager government. So the first one we're looking at, guys, is the mayor-council government. The chief executive of this type of government is the mayor. They are elected by the city's voters. They also elect a city council. And usually in this type of government, you have a strong executive power, guys, which means the mayor has a lot of power. They're going to set the budget. They're going to make a lot of decisions. They might have veto power for laws. So that's typically what you see with a mayor-council government. You also have commission government. So a commission government, guys, there is no elected mayor. The city is run by a group of what we call commissioners that people elect. So this came about, guys, during the progressive movement of the late 1800s. People said, hey, we want people to be a little more accountable. We want people that are going to have maybe more expertise, that they're not politicians, because each commissioner is the head of their city's department. Okay. And so they would be in charge of one department. They probably have some kind of expertise in that area. So, for example, um, providing electricity for the city, they might have been in um, the commercial electrical business prior to this. Okay. And so that's kind of the thinking behind a commission government. With this government, guys, they might decide, hey, we're going to appoint one of the commissioners as almost like the mayor. Wouldn't have the title of mayor, but they would be kind of the person out front, in front of cameras, and the person that's going to speak for important engagements and things like that. And then finally, you have the council-manager government. So this is where the city council acts as the lawmaking body, which is elected by the people. You also have a mayor who's elected by the people. But the big difference here is it's really run like a business where, these corporations, guys, they all have members of the board and so on and so forth, and then they hire a CEO to run the company. That's kind of what the city council does. So they hire a city manager. Oh, and I see I have a typo. Sorry, guys. It's fate. So, city council, they hire the manager, guys. They handle the city's business. Now, they have to operate under the direction of the city council. But that's basically what they're doing. They're in charge of the day-to-day operations and everything like that. And so they also get to appoint department heads and people like we were talking about earlier with the commission government. Okay, so those are our three types of governments, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.